Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make some peach pie because I already have a leftover from Thanksgiving. So all we need to do today is we're going to make a crust. Okay, so what I have these 3 cups of regular flour. I have 1 stick cold butter. Of course, we're gonna put some baking soda, baking powder. Okay, so let's begin. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a food processor. Okay, so we're going to add the 3 cups of flour. I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna add a cup of baking soda. Cup of baking powder. Then I will get some salt. I forgot. Let me get some salt here. I need to then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Okay, so it will be 1 or 2 tablespoons of sugar I added. So 2 tablespoons of sugar. I would like the crust is a little bit, you can taste the sweetness. And then I'm gonna add the 1 stick of butter, like that. Okay, so we're going to start. I don't want to be over a mix, so I'm just going I think this is done. I'm just gonna check, make sure I mix the butter and the flour. Yeah, so they still have a little bit, it's not mixed, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside. Okay. I'm gonna move this camera, guys, so you can see me. Okay. So I'm going to transfer here. And I'm just gonna make sure that it's really mixed. The flour, it's mixed through the flour and the batter. Okay. I'm gonna use some eggs on this because I wanna be like crispy. The crust. I forgot I need to get my eggs. Okay, so I use my hands, guys, because I'm comfortable using my hand. I feel like the job is done faster. Okay, so mix it this well. And if I need add a little bit liquid, there will be the really cold water to add. That's kind of dry, so I'm gonna add just a little bit water in it. I'm gonna try like maybe 1 tablespoon. We'll see what's gonna happen. So I'm just going to spread the cold water. Okay. It's this 1 tablespoon. Still kind of dry a little bit. Because what I'm going to do, guys, is the reason why I'm going to make an individual pie. Not like the whole, I'm using the pie pan, but it's not. I'm going to use I'm going to make it individual. So I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of water. Because I don't want to be over, like really wet dough. I want kind of a dryness a little bit. And my goal is to have a crispy crust. Okay. It's kind of a bit dry, so I'm going to add again another tablespoon of water. I want to add little by little so I can control the my dough, make sure that it's not like really soft, because our goal is to have a crispy crust. Because remember, we have to do individual. Okay. Now I didn't put this. I used the baking soda and baking powder to help a little bit to rise once you start cooking. I don't want to have using a yeast, because I don't want like they're like hollow inside. Because once the dough rise, it's become bigger hole, so I don't like that. So rather using this one. Now, if you don't have any butter, you can use a something else like lard, for baking. You can use those. I prefer to use cold butter because I know the result will be really good. Okay. Getting all this in a corner. Okay guys, I think this is done. So I'm gonna put this aside for now. So I'm gonna cut this off. So stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, so I cut the dough half. So the half we're gonna work on this first, because I don't want to be really thick. So we're just going to flatten this dough. Okay. I'm not sure how many pie I'm going to make, but if there's a leftover, I can just put in the refrigerator, because I also am gonna make some there's some sweet potato candied yam I have leftovers, so I might be making the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna use this plastic cup to just get the round mixture. They are uniform, like they're not. Okay. That's 2. I'm going to remove this for now. And I make sure, see it's kind of thick. So I'm going to flatten this one more time. But I don't want to be like really thin either. So just kind of your own judgment. Because it's really, if it's really thin, then they will easy to break. Okay. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna get this side here a little bit thicker. Okay, so this is done. I'm gonna have this one. You know, just kind of not too rough for your dough. To make sure it's really uniform. I'm gonna add this one more time. So I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm doing right now. But I will do the same for the sweet potato. I have some leftovers. So I'm going to do it that way, just like this. Now the reason I'm using the plastic glass to cut my dough, because I would like to have like really round, and then I'm just going to work on, you know, maintaining the round, and then it's easy for me. It's a lot easier for me. I don't know. I just like to have what's the easiest way. Okay. So now I have this peach cobbler, the leftover for Thanksgiving. Okay. So I'm gonna put this like this. Then I'm gonna fold. I don't want to be putting too much because it's gonna be it's not going to close our dough. Okay, just like that. And then you sealed side, just like this. And you can make this fancier, you know, to do the edges of your pie. That, okay. Another thing that what we can do is to show you here. It's a bit bigger here. So, to cover. So here's what I'm going to show you. Another fold that we can do. Okay. Like that. As you know, guys, this is, you know, you already have ingredients, everything in here. So you don't need to worry about adding more for your peach cobbler. Okay, so that's another one, guys, that you can do for your peach cobbler. Hold on, I'm gonna get the fancy one. So you have this plastic, actually this is for like making small cookies or making some decoration for your cake. You can also use this. I have this a little bit bigger, so I can just do like this. Okay. Right there. It's a little heart. To tighten the edges of your pie. So that's what you can do. Hi! You're silly. Silly grandchild. Not really, but yeah. So, you know, if you want to be like fancy looking pie, this is I feel like this is a really good to put a snap. Sorry guys, I cut it. This is another thing, guys, that you can do. The size of your pie, you can put the ice cream on the top. You know, when you eat your cobbler. Again, this is no longer a cobbler. This is now a pie. Okay. Okay, so this is what it look like here. I'm gonna cut the edges to just look pretty. If you want to be fancy, you know, fancy looking pie. But This is just, I'll show you what I'm doing here. And I'm gonna bake this later on, guys. Here, what it look like. I don't know if you can see. It's a heart. Okay. Now this one, I can use. Sorry guys, it's unprepared. Okay, so you can also use the fork to seal the edges to look pretty. Like this. Okay, so I'm gonna continue making this. It would just sample what they look like, what I'm doing. So I'm gonna continue making this until I'm done. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm done. Sorry, so it's kind of different. There's some square, there's some round. So this is what the peach cobbler left over, so I made it for pie, but I'm not completely done. This is just the first batch. I still have some dough left and also have some peach left, so I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I will bake it this later on. I want to let the pie rest for at least 30 minutes before baking it. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, so we're still finishing the peach pie, so I will just get this done. The other batch is in my refrigerator, trying to allow it to rest for at least 10 minutes, or actually I was thinking 30 minutes, but it's been there for 20 minutes, so it should be ready though. Okay, so anyhow, if you have leftovers for any events that you have, if you like to cook, you can make it with something else, so your family, they're not really able to complaining, oh, we're so burnt out of whatever you're cooking. You're still able to make that with something else, like make it as a finger food. I'm kind of creative. I don't like to waste food, so for the Thanksgiving, we have such a wonderful Thanksgiving. I have some leftover, a little bit turkey and a little bit brisket, but the brisket is gone fast because the next day my kids will come here and eat again. But for the sweet stuff, just like this, the peach cobbler, it does, my kids, they're not really crazy about a little sweet. So this is the reason I'm making this. So, the first batch I was showing you guys from different ideas, like what else you can design besides just empanada. So I did show guys those two different things. Anyhow, this page right here, I'm going to clean this up. Okay, so I'm almost finished. I want to finish all of this. Now, after this, I have to make the, I have some sweet potato candied yam. So I'm going to make the same thing like what I'm doing now. So that way, I'm going to bake it, and then I can put on the freezer when you're cooling off. So, you can be able to, if you're craving for peach cobbler with ice cream, you just pull out and throw to the microwave, and you're done with it. So yeah, I just don't believe in wasting food. When you grow up in poverty, you appreciate everything you have. You appreciate everything, just in general, everything. You don't waste anything. So for me is, I've learned how to cook. I'm still in school for culinary, but I'm thinking about this next semester. I'm just going to do the online culinary class and also the demonstration and all that good stuff. So I'm thinking taking some more. I'm kind of slow this year for my schooling, but I'm seriously thinking to just take my classes online. There's not really a lot of difference really, because you're gonna be cooking and in your kitchen and they will walk you through. So thinking seriously to do that, but we'll see. Not definite yet. Then I'm thinking to go home in the Philippines, so I'm not sure right now, but we'll see. Okay, so I have 2 more left. And my oven, guys, I set for 350, and we're gonna bake this for 15 minutes or until it become brown, until it turn brown, the crust. Okay, so some of my empanada, which is the pie, some of it's a little bit bigger and some of it a little bit smaller. However, if I'm gonna do this for business, of course, I have to measure everything, because just us eating it, so I don't need to worry about that, really. Okay. And then once my oven is ready, then I'm gonna work the other pan, my first batch. Okay, this one here. I have one more. So it's not that hard, guys. And if you like to have, if you have spare time, you know, as what I said, if you have spare time and you want to cook the leftover, you can do that. But again, it's up really to you. You know. I think I put too much, so I'm just going to have this one here. I think I just put too much, guys, so I'm gonna remove one, the big one. Okay, I think should be good to go. Okay, I just messed up, guys. Let me start over. Start over. The last one. I don't know what. Okay, just put that. The dough is not that big, so come out. But we can fix it. Nothing impossible. Okay. Okay, that one here. So we're gonna use the fork. Okay. That. Okay, so this is done. Put that right here. And make sure it's completely sealed. Okay, like that. Okay. So I just have a little bit left, as you can see, but probably I can make this another sometime today, because I'm going to make another dough for my sweet potato yam. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. Okay, so this one's already rested, so we're gonna poke this with spoon, but don't be so rough. Hold on here, my phone. Sorry. Okay, so okay, guys. So my oven is ready, but I'm going to poke some. I'm gonna poke the pie. Okay. Just put a hole. My fork is not really sticky, so I'm gonna use a toothpick, because I really don't like to mess up my pie. Okay, so you're gonna use toothpick because it's sharp. The reason I'm poking it to release the air, otherwise your pie will be bloating, and then the result will be a mess. Okay, so we have to put a hole in it like that. Toothpick, it's also your friend when you're making small individual pie, because the spoon, it's the fork, the real fork, it's big, so I don't want that. Okay, so this one is the one that I told you I was making square, as you can see. I love Fritz cobbler, especially kind of warm, and then you put ice cream on the top. You can slap the neighbor. I'm trying to be sarcastic, guys. Okay, so putting hole. So the other one, I'm not going to put in the refrigerator to rest. I'm just going to put it in the oven at the same time, right here. So I'm just gonna put hole. Again, I'm repeating myself. We're gonna bake this until brown. Minimum probably 15 minutes or so. But if you want really crispy, then you can cook a little bit longer. So we're gonna put this in the oven. This too. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay guys, so we cook it for 20 minutes, guys, to make sure that it's crispy on the top and brown. So it's done. Let me go back here. There we go, guys. It's brown. They look delicious. So thank you so much, guys. If you like my recipe or this video, please give me a thumbs up or comments. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys' time and patience. I love you guys. May God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.